On March 8, 2014, Malaysia Airlines flight MH370 prepared for a routine flight. The Boeing 777-200ER was scheduled to fly from Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, to Beijing, China, a route it had successfully completed many times before. The flight carried 227 passengers and 12 crew members, all eagerly anticipating their arrival in Beijing. Among them were seasoned travelers, families on vacation, and business people on important trips, each with their own stories and destinations. The mood was light, the atmosphere calm, as the passengers settled in for the journey ahead. No one on board, least of all the experienced pilots, could have predicted the shocking turn of events that awaited them just hours later. Flight MH370 was about to become one of the most baffling mysteries in aviation history, capturing the world's attention. The disappearance of MH370 sent shockwaves around the world, leaving everyone in disbelief. It sparked one of the largest and most expensive searches in aviation history, involving multiple countries and countless resources. Families and friends of those on board were left in agonizing uncertainty, clinging to hope for any news. The world watched and waited for answers, but the mystery only deepened as the days turned into weeks, then months, then years, with no definitive conclusion in sight. The flight took off from Kuala Lumpur International Airport at 12:41 a.m., heading to Beijing. It climbed to 35,000 feet, a standard altitude, and maintained a speed of Mach 0.84. The first leg was uneventful, with clear skies. The last confirmed voice communication came at 1:19 a.m. "Good night, Malaysian 370, reported the pilot. Shortly after, the plane vanished from civilian radar screens. At 1:21 a.m., something extraordinary happened. MH370's transponder stopped broadcasting. This sudden silence was unusual. Transponders can malfunction or be switched off. As hours passed with no communication, a chilling realization dawned. MH370 was missing, marking one of the greatest aviation mysteries. As concern mounted for the missing aircraft, investigators turned to satellite communications for insights. Although MH370 had disappeared from radar, its ACARS system sent automated messages, or handshakes, to a ground station. Each handshake was a clue, a piece of the puzzle. By analyzing these handshakes, experts estimated the plane's location and trajectory. Inmarsat experts pieced together a probable flight path, revealing MH370 flew for hours after vanishing. The final handshake at 8:19 a.m. UTC indicated the plane was still airborne, extending the flight timeline. This expanded the search area to the southern Indian Ocean, intensifying efforts. The disappearance of MH370 triggered an unprecedented international search effort. Countries from around the world, including Malaysia, China, Australia, the United States, and others, deployed ships, aircraft, and sophisticated underwater equipment to scour the southern Indian Ocean. The search zone, guided by Inmarsat's satellite data, stretched for thousands of square kilometers, posing immense logistical and technological challenges. Months turned into years, and hope began to dwindle. The initial optimism of finding the missing aircraft intact gave way to the grim reality that MH370 had likely crashed into the ocean. Then, in July 2015, a breakthrough came from an unexpected source. A piece of debris, later confirmed to be a flaperon from MH370, washed ashore on the remote island of Reunion, off the coast of Africa. This discovery provided tangible evidence that the plane had indeed crashed in the Indian Ocean, validating the satellite data analysis and narrowing the search area. Section 5. Theories take flight. Exploring the possibilities. In the absence of a definitive explanation for MH370's disappearance, numerous theories emerged, each attempting to make sense of the limited evidence. These theories ranged from plausible scenarios to more far-fetched speculations, captivating the public imagination and fueling endless debate among experts. One of the most prominent theories centered on the possibility of a hijacking or deliberate act of sabotage. Proponents of this theory pointed to the deliberate disabling of the transponder and the deviation from the planned flight path as evidence of a planned event. Others speculated about potential motives, ranging from terrorism to political intrigue. However, no credible claims of responsibility ever surfaced, and the lack of concrete evidence made it difficult to substantiate this theory. Section 6. The official word investigation and search efforts. The official investigation into the disappearance of MH370 was led by the Australian Transport Safety Bureau, in collaboration with Malaysian authorities and international experts. The investigation team meticulously examined all available data, including radar records, satellite communications, aircraft maintenance logs, and crew profiles. They conducted hundreds of interviews with witnesses, aviation professionals, and family members of those on board. Despite their exhaustive efforts, the investigation team was unable to determine the definitive cause of the crash. Their final report, released in 2018, concluded that MH370 had likely flown on autopilot until it ran out of fuel, eventually crashing into the ocean. However, the report could not explain why the plane deviated from its planned course, or the specific actions of the crew in the hours leading up to the crash. Section 7. Ocean Infinity steps in, a glimmer of hope. In 2024, a glimmer of hope emerged when the Malaysian government announced a new search effort in collaboration with Ocean Infinity, a US-based marine exploration company. Ocean Infinity, known for its advanced underwater search technology and expertise, signed a no-find, no-fee agreement, meaning they would only be compensated if they successfully located the wreckage of MH370. This renewed search effort focused on a 15,000 square kilometer area of the southern Indian Ocean, based on new analysis of existing data and refined drift modeling. Ocean Infinity deployed a fleet of autonomous underwater vehicles equipped with side-scan sonar, multi-beam echo sounders, and high-resolution cameras to map the seabed and search for any signs of the missing aircraft. Section 8. The unanswered questions, lingering mysteries. Despite the tireless efforts of investigators and the deployment of cutting-edge technology, the disappearance of MH370 continues to be shrouded in mystery. The lack of a definitive explanation has fueled countless conspiracy theories and left the families of those on board in a state of agonizing limbo. The unanswered questions surrounding MH370 serve as a haunting reminder of the limits of our understanding and the enduring power of the unknown. What caused MH370 to deviate from its planned course? Was it a deliberate act, a mechanical failure, or a combination of factors? What happened in the cockpit during those final silent hours? Did the pilots make a distress call that was never received? These questions continue to haunt investigators, aviation experts, and the public, ensuring that the mystery of MH370 will endure for years to come. Section 9. MH370, a legacy of loss and uncertainty. The disappearance of MH370 is a tragedy that transcends the aviation industry. It is a poignant reminder of the fragility of life and the profound impact that such events have on families, communities, and the world at large. The loss of 239 lives remains a heartbreaking reality, compounded by the absence of definitive answers. While the search for MH370 may have officially ended, the quest for answers continues. The families of those on board deserve closure, and the aviation industry has a responsibility to learn from this tragedy to prevent similar incidents from occurring in the future. The mystery of MH370 serves as a powerful reminder of the importance of continuous improvement in aviation safety, investigation techniques, and our collective pursuit of knowledge.